welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my own brand of therapy. Now, before you ask, I am not a crazy person. I am just someone who cares entirely too much because I am more of a giver than a taker. It is my own personal, I guess, issue, whatever you want to call it. Anywho, so my own brand of therapy, so it's basically like therapy without the therapist. So, this is my own brand of therapy. I know what you're thinking. It's a journal. Devin, what are you talking about? So, my brand of therapy is writing in a journal. It says, enjoy the little things. My mom got it for me one day when I was having a particularly bad day. And she got me a journal because she knows I love journals. And it brightened up my day, and I've been using it ever since. So basically, I write down the events of my life and my thoughts behind those events. I also do anniversary countdowns, birthday countdowns, trip countdowns, which I'm probably not gonna do because I don't really care enough to do that. So that's what I've been doing. I have slacked off writing until like a week and a few days ago. I started writing about a bunch of stuff. I just started writing. I don't know. I just started writing because I like writing and I enjoy it. It's basically, it was like not Wednesday of this week, but the Wednesday ago, which was the last I saw my boyfriend. We hung out, not this Wednesday, but the last Wednesday. It was awesome. And basically, after that day, I think on Thursday, I started writing again. So I like, writing stuff in my life down, and because I have people to tell it to, but they don't really understand the in-depth part of what goes on and how I feel about it and such, and it's hard for me to explain it. I am good with words. Like, I can use a lot of them to try and, explain something to make more sense, but I'm better with writing them down rather than saying them out loud, because I always end up getting, jumbled up and screwing up my stuff and whatnot. I should start writing scripts for everything I need to do, like little flashcards if I'm gonna go do something like major, or confront someone or whatever. I should really just write a script down and have that. But then people would be like, well, why do you have a script for real life? This is not a play, this is not something fake, this is real life. Why do you have a script? Well, because I have a point to say, and I can't remember half of what I told myself that I would actually say to that person. So, yay. So basically, that is my own brand of therapy. I don't know, it's just there's something calming about lighting a candle, sitting down at your desk or on your bed or whatever it is that you have, picking up your journal and a pen, which my personal preference for pens are these. I prefer pens over pencils because with pencils, what I learned this thing back in middle school and high school. If you have a pencil, people can erase your name on your paper more often and use it as their own personal homework, whether it belongs to them or not. There's a hair on my arm before you ask. So I started using pens back in middle school, so I love pens because they're better. Even though you can't really erase the mistakes you make, I just prefer them. It's like life. You can't, I feel like this is gonna be metaphorical, but these pens are kind of like life. You can't erase life, but you can you can keep going and, write out your own future. I mean, granted, you'll regret what you did beforehand. You might. Some people don't have many regrets. But, yeah. I don't know. I'm just mostly rambling at this point. And, such. So, hopefully, my own brand of therapy helps you out. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. I suggest a different alternative. There are several alternatives. I listen to music for therapy. Like, I can calm myself with music, whether it be like music such as like the Beatles, or I don't know, like for example, my favorite song of all time as of right now would be 8 Days a Week by the Beatles, for personal reasons. And whatnot. You can listen to music, you can, I don't know, sit in a room full of incense and meditate. I probably did not say that correctly, but I don't care. You can meditate. You can sleep. You can write. You can vent to someone. You can video. You can talk to someone on the phone, or whatever the heck you feel would help you with your therapy. That's totally okay. I personally prefer either venting out to my boyfriend because, well, I like hearing his voice, and I feel like if I vent out to him, even though he wouldn't, vent back with me, I feel like that's probably a better influence than my friends who would vent back to me and keep the feeling going. He, on the other hand, he tries to help me to calm down and just be like, it's fine, don't worry about it, blah, 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 which I appreciate a lot. Or I like writing in my journal, but since I haven't really talked to him, I have, but he's busy. And so basically I'm just writing in my journal for right now until he is available again. So, yeah. Anyhow, I hope y'all have a really good day, considering it's still the morning over here, or whatever. Hope you have a good day. Hug a bunch of people for me. Love on your boyfriend and your girlfriend, because they deserve it, because they're unique. Thank you, and thank you. Goodbye.